Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome. We-On-Loc Nation here. Hey, Tanya. This is the reason why I said a long time ago that black people in America don't deserve anything. They don't. You ask a person to build something. It ain't even happened to your bestie, King Randall, right? It even happened to him. Same thing. Uh, yeah, I don't just. I'm not saying all black people were involved in this. I'm just stating the fact that there's always that one, because evidently there is evidence leading to this nonsense that mainly just happened maybe a couple weeks ago. Who knows? Um, People often ask, where's the school? And I often tell you, who cares? Because you'll never know. Now I'm getting to the point where I don't care at all, because this is not the first go around. It's not the first go around. He even hinted and said that it's been years. It's been a year, because the last time this has been violated, someone threw a brick through the window. Last time, the other time it happened, someone went into the I think it was either the gymnasium or it was the uh, smaller school, and vandalized it. I don't know if it was a small school. I don't know if it was the small part of the school. I don't know if it was gymnasium. It didn't even matter. And then there was the other time that they set the roof on fire. It's been a plethora of things. You don't deserve anything. So why don't your people stop asking when the school's going to be open? Because quite frankly, I I don't think it matters anymore. I just don't think it matters. Y'all don't want him to succeed. You do not want Levi to succeed. You just don't, to see what it can be, just for at least a full year, what it would be like. I mean, I hope he does what he can. He said he's gonna check the cameras or whatever. Do what you can, and I hope whoever he captures on that camera, God help him. God help him. It's like, how do you gonna just go ahead and just vandal? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. How the fuck you just gonna go in there and just start vandalizing shit? For what? For what fucking purpose? What's the purpose? What's the fuck? What the fuck is the purpose? See, we have but two particular problems. Well, we have multiple problems. Black folks here in America. You don't know how to keep your fucking mouth shut. You don't know how to stay out of shit that don't belong to you. And for the simple fact that you can't even treat men and women, you can't treat. Now let's start on the women, since I'm a pander and everything. Y'all can't treat women with respect. You blame 85% of what's going on here in America, whether it be uh, taxes, the government, the The courthouse. I can't. I'm constantly getting tired to hear of like women in the courthouse, women in the courthouse. I get tired of that shit, right? Let me get my blue back bees. What the hell is that? A brownie? What is that? I get tired of hearing that shit. And of course, I'll show you once again. I will show you one. I will show you once again in different form. Probably some goony googles that just came in.
Brothers
I
and
don't know.
sisters, as we start a new year, vandalism has began again at the Frederick Douglass High School. As we start a new year, vandalism has begun at the Frederick Douglass High School. We haven't had anybody vandalizing the school for several years now. We do have cameras. I'm going to go through the cameras and find out who it is, and I will make a police report. I will be sending images to the police. I will be sending images to the police. We haven't had any vandalism in years, and now the vandalism is back. But it will not go unchecked. It will not go unchecked, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, as we start a new year, brothers and
Thought he was. I thought. Oh, 1 second. What did he? Oh, I went down instead of up. Oops. My bad. I went. I went down instead of up. Hold on. That's my fault. My fault. I don't even know how to go and speed this shit up.
Tim and African brothers just back was on the live. The children had snuck into the school, which means they knew the door was unlocked. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. For children to know that a door is opened and is only from the school for 30 days, for children to know that the door was open and I was only away from the school for 30 days, for children to know the door was open and I was only away from the school 30 days, I wonder when they broke in. I wonder because if the children already know the door was open, we're not blaming children. We're saying that it had knowledge that the school was broken into, because how would the children know to go there? How would the children know to go in there? The doors are closed. Umar, right? Say Dr. Umar. That's me. Okay. I was gone for 30 days, right? 30. My question to y'all, how long had that door been for you to go and play? Would you say a week, a couple? I check the doors all the time. They weren't open a month. 2 or 3. Okay, so they might again. Say that again. Yeah, but they didn't break it open though. They wasn't the ones who broke it open, because whoever broke it, they had to use equipment. Okay, I appreciate you, young people. Y'all take care now. All right. No, we ain't looking for the kids. We're looking for the grown people who broke in. She said 3 weeks ago. She said 3 weeks ago. She said, Princess said 3 weeks ago. So they broke in while I was on my way to England. They might have broke in when I was at UCLA. They might have broke in when I was at UCLA. Somebody said the police broke in. I'm not putting it past nobody, but I'm going to look at the cameras. It is on camera. I just have to take time and find it. It is on camera. We have cameras around both buildings. Peace, Baba. It is on camera. It is on camera. But I have to take time and go through 30 days of footage. I have to go through 30 days of footage. They destroyed my private book collection. I'm waiting on a locksmith. We getting new locks today. The police said they're going to try on the doors. The police said they're going to pay close attention to the Frederick Douglass High School until we get the electric on. Police said they're going to pay special attention to the Frederick Douglass High School. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the building because I beat his father in the debate. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the high school because I beat his father in the debate. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the high school. The saddest thing for me, though, is nobody from the city bothered to call me and tell me. That's the saddest thing for me. That's the saddest thing for me. Yes. So tomorrow I will be in Harlem, New York. Where my New York City Africans at? Tomorrow I will be in Harlem, New York. Where my New York City Africans at? Tomorrow I will be in Harlem, New York. Where my New York City Africans at? I will see y'all at the Harlem State Office building. I will see y'all. How is the cameras without the electric? Let me worry about that. Let me worry about that. You don't need to know everything. They said, how you got cameras in a high school without the electric? Let me worry about that. Y'all worry about too much. That's none of your business. Harlem, New York, tomorrow. There's a rally for Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso, and the Sahel Alliance, including Niger and Mali. General Goita and Gianni, Dr. Umar will speak at 6 o'clock tomorrow at the State Office building. I need my Harlem Queens to come give me a hug. I'm a little sad that we got vandalism again at the school. I'm a little sad we got break-ins again at the school. I'm a little sad they destroyed my 5,000 collection private book. I'm a little sad right now, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little sad right now. I thought vandalism was over. I thought the break-ins was over. They destroyed my private book collection. I'm a little sad right now. So I need some hugs from my Harlem Queens tomorrow. I need some hugs out of my Brooklyn Queens tomorrow. I need some hugs out of my Queens from Queens tomorrow. I need some hugs from my Bronx Queens tomorrow. Can I get a hug from my Bronx Queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Brooklyn Queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Harlem Queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Staten Island Queens? Can I get a hug from my Six Queens, my Rochester Queens? Can I get a hug from my Connecticut Queens and my New Jersey Queens? Tomorrow, I'm pulling up at 5 o'clock. I speak at 6 o'clock, and I will fellowship and take photos until 9 o'clock. I said I'm...
Once again, this is the high school. I thought it was the middle school. My bad. Paint all over the floor. People gonna ask some dumbass questions like, "How do you know that it wasn't like that before?" I'm like, I don't think you pay close attention because most of that stuff that was stored in the high school was the stuff that was supposed to be in the smaller school. The stuff that was in the high school was stuff that was stored in was supposed to be stuff that was supposed to be stored for the smaller school. And look at it now. I'm not saying he possibly may have some extra stuff available, but we won't know. We won't know, and I don't. We don't know, and I don't care. I don't care to know because y'all don't deserve shit. I mean, the only people that are suffering, the kids. That's the only people that are suffering. I mean, this is some sad work. This is very sad work. Just because you don't like a particular person, that's just stupid. That's stupid. That's just stupid. Just because you don't like what it's going to women. You don't like a certain woman just because she talks a certain way to you. You don't have to say anything. Duh. You don't have to invite her onto your show. You don't have to invite her any. You don't have to invite women anywhere. But you want some form of control. You want some form of progress, and the only way you feel like you're going to get progress is through a woman's womb. I mean, the conversation always leads to sex. Every single conversation. Every single conversation. At some point in time, it's going to lead to men under can't they can't fuck y'all. We can't fuck the women. We can't have sex with the woman because her standards are too high. So meet the standards. What the woman is basically is saying, get a job, be independent, God damn it, get an apartment, get a house, get a car, whatever. Get that money, boy. Get that money, boy. Even and no disrespect to I mean, no disrespect to B Taylor. B Taylor, that's my girl. But there was a time, and there's still a time where people disrespect B Taylor, right? There was a time when that used to happen a lot, right? I didn't mean to use her as an example, but hell, fuck it. I had nothing else better to do. Um, there was a time where B Taylor was disrespected, and she was being called all kinds of names. But then you got people like Princella the Queen Maker, right? Talking major shit and putting it on the mainstream about this woman, even though she was the culprit to everything. But that's old news. That's she's doing excellent. I heard she was casted in a movie. Excellent, excellent. I just get sick and tired of the talks. Negroes don't deserve not a fucking thing. They just don't. They don't deserve a woman. They don't deserve anything at all. You got Negroes coming into my chat talking about what stop calling black women queens. I was like, why? Why? Why don't they deserve that title? Why do black women, fuck it, black queens, do not deserve that title? I don't. It's a joke, man. This is a freaking joke. We need to do better. We need to do better. We need to do people. We need to do better as a people. We need to do better as a people. Abraham Toribe doing excellent, united with three other captains in Africa. But the moment we talk about Africa, we're we're not part of some cult, some the foundational Black Americans. Fuck all that. You need to be foundational when you can't even treat your women right. Here in America, you can't even treat your women right. But you can pander to a white woman all day long. You can pander to white women all day long. You could complain and complain and complain all day long how they dress, how they look, how they operate, what type of education do they have, or what type of education did they get. They're not uh, uh, getting they're getting their degrees, but they're not doing anything with it. How the fuck do you know? Are you with them every day? Are you with them 24/7? Are you them? Are you they, man? I can't find a single thing other than complaints for dudes complain all day, and you wonder why you're being called red pill. You wonder why you wonder why you are being put in that group. You know what? I refuse to do any video. I refuse to review any videos on the Peef anymore because that shit's starting to get ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous, and it's getting as if the nitpicking will never ever cease because you have a certain plethora of individuals on those platforms who all but most of them are married, are complaining about how women don't get them any respect, that they're married. Well, my wife has an understanding of how I operate, and she can't operate this way. She has a certain amount of time for her to get home. She has a certain she does all the cooking, she does all the cleaning, she does all the wop de whoop de whoop de woo. I want my woman home. What about her dreams? Fuck her dreams. Yeah. It's like they don't care about marriage. They don't want to get married anymore. It was like they want to get married. They want to get married. But here's the thing. I think it was Jason Black. I think it was Jason Black that said a few years ago, maybe it was more than a few years ago, that there's nothing wrong for a man to be independent. You start there, right? You started independence. When you come out of college, you come out of high school, and you get your job, get your job or GED, whichever the one, doesn't make a difference. I don't have no problems with you going and getting your GED. I had no problems with that. Um, because not everybody graduates college or excuse me, high school. Go and get your diploma. Go get you a good decent job. Make money, save up money, get you a apartment, a condo, whatever, Get you a car. Make sure you stack that money to the ceiling for your convenience. That's being independent. Having your own shit. Why can't a woman do the exact same thing? But here's the problem. Here's the issue. You're doing all that. You're constantly struggling to pay, let's just say, pay off a car, pay off a house. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, that the woman makes more than you. Could happen, has happened. The woman makes more than you. You expect the woman to pay off your house? I thought we were men. Hmm? I thought we were men. You wouldn't mind spending a woman's. You wouldn't mind spending a woman's money. You wouldn't mind that. You wouldn't mind taking a woman off of her pedestal and putting her down here to your level. You wouldn't mind that. You wouldn't mind her not getting, let's just say, she goes off to college and gets her um, doctorate, her doctorate degree, or however the fuck that is. She wants to become a doctor, or hell, she wants to become a lawyer. She wants to become a judge or something. No, no. You need to. I want you to come down here, and I want you to take care of me. Oh, I've heard this before. I mean, that's good that you get your degree, but what the fuck does that have to do with me? What does it have to do with me as a man? When you gonna pleasure me? When you gonna cook for me? I want a home cooked meal. You don't know how to cook for your motherfucking self, nigga? Call me a panderer, but hey, at least I got a woman, and she doesn't always cook for me. I've been married for 16 years almost, and yet something's wrong with y'all. I got a woman. Where's this special woman that you're required? That's required. Where's this special woman at? So let's review. You don't want Umar to come out with the school. You complain all day, every day about how women treat you. You come up with all these different types of cult groups, FBA, ADOS, whatever. Black folks, y'all got a problem. Y'all got a major motherfucking problem. And it starts with you. It starts with me too. I look in the mirror every single day and I was like, what can I do? What can I do to improve change? What can I do to make change or improve in my life to make my family better? I do that every single day. It doesn't always happen a day, a week, or hell, even a season. But in the meantime, you get up off your ass and you do something for yourself. Why does a woman have to always be in your periphery? Why does she have to be behind you? Why can't she be beside you? Where are you getting all these white narratives from? That's a white narrative. She has to be behind me every time I walk these streets. So why she have to be behind you? Is I'm protecting her. Uh, Let her get beside. What the hell? Let her get beside you. Why does she have to dress? Why does she have to dress all provocative? Why can't she dress like this? Why can't she dress like that? Yap 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 yap. I have a problem with a woman. I have a problem with these chicks all late at night. What's the stupid ridiculous one? Oh, I have a problem with them wearing pajamas. I'm not doing any more reviews on Lapeef anymore. Number one, they're so contradicting. Number two, they got a white woman. They got some crazy ass white woman from another country up there telling black women what it should be. She is from Arabia or some shit. You got your own wars to fight. Aren't y'all supposed to remain silent? Why are you speaking? The people here in America, we have a right to say whatever the fuck we want to say. But always trying to find the answers, and the answers are right in front of you. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Y'all niggas don't deserve shit. And you also have a problem with, say, another panderer. I forgot what homeboy's name was, but he was wearing this thick ass sweaters. This light skinned brother looked like a Samoan. But anyway, he goes in and he lays it thick, right? He lays it thick. How it is on the internet. And I'm paraphrasing. I'm saying I wish I want to find that video, but I'm saying that how he describes how the internet and the algorithm works, and how all these Negroes, so-called Negroes, could be white, it could be somebody else, they always talk about females, right? How females don't do this and females don't do that, how females are too masculine, females are feminine, blah blah blah. It runs through the algorithm. As soon as a person catches it, another content creator catches it, then they start doing it. And then it goes on and on and on and on, right? I have to find that. But either way, you have a person that is in agreement that women aren't your problem necessarily. Women, black women especially, aren't your biggest problem. Then I hear DJ Academics talk shit about Umar today. And he's going through some recent, I think it was a recent video. And of course, he goes on and he babbles on. He doesn't have the best record because he's been on Fish and Funk's platform. So I don't pay too much attention to some small chubby nigga who I can just punch dead in the mouth and just call it a night. He's not a real nigga. He's not a real dude to me. But I digress. But anyway, he goes and he babbles on and he starts talking shit about Umar, how, you know, paraphrasing again, that women should be with black women should be with black men, and how a white woman, oh yeah, preferring to the Carmel, I think it was preferring to the Carmelo. I had to look for it again, but I'll talk about the whole Carmelo Anthony thing later. But sticking to the women. He's saying that the white women are, oh yeah, Shannon Sharp, the whole Shannon Sharp shit. So he goes on and starts rambling about how, um, what is the brother's name? How black women are just as dangerous as white women. Black women are just as dangerous as white women because of the whole Meg the Stallion case, the whole Tory Lanez. How she said Tory Lane, he said Tory. It's like he's still guilty. I mean, they haven't set up. Did they set up a court date? I mean, I love the brother Tory, but if they didn't set up another court date, or if they found new evidence and that they took it to the judge and the judge didn't say anything, he's still guilty. Because I don't listen to Meg the Stallion. I don't listen to Meg the Stallion. Love the sister, but I don't listen to it. But until they come up with a new trial, until they say yes, we will review the new evidence, blah blah blah. What can you do? But he complains about that, and he goes, "I've dealt with whites, Hispanics, and la 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 la." It's like black women ain't whatever. You get that from Fresh. You get that from Fresh and Fit a lot. I'm starting to think, and this is in the Book of Romans. If you're biblical like that, I want everyone to read the Book of Romans because that's what you're operating on. The Book of Romans, not Ephesians, not uh, Matthew, not Malachi, not even Revelations. I want you to not even the Book of Acts. I want you to go into the Book of Romans and I want you to read it because that's what you're operating on. Basically, the Book of Romans is merely the facts all through that book of Roman soldiers nevertheless, they despise women because you say every single day that a woman should know, just like a child should know her place. And then you go on this little tirade every time a woman puts you in your place, right? Because you can't have let's just face it, you can't have a decent argument. I hear it all the time through the algorithm. I have an algorithm. I have an algorithm. Oh, what's the surprise? What's the surprise? I go through my algorithm and I hear the arguments. I all look through old footage. It's all the same argument. The why, the why, the why, the why. Now, I love a natural woman, right? I love a natural woman. But I don't have a problem with a person operating on themselves if and when they have to. Now, if they go overboard with it, then I don't even fuck with that shit. Let a woman do what a woman wants to do. Now, when it comes to certain activities, I don't even check for those women. I don't even check for those women over there, right? I like for example, like for a B Taylor to be on a Pacific line. She's going straight. She takes care of herself. She takes care of her children. She's eating healthy, looks right, can take care of herself, paying her own bills. But you would want her to lower herself for a scumbag like you. If it don't apply, let it fly. Some of you are scum. Some of you wanted to operate on your program or whatever the fuck that means. Just because you scared of white. You scared of white people. You are scared of white people. You wouldn't go on that line. You wouldn't fight for your woman either. There's ways to fight. There are ways to protect the woman, but the woman has to be on my program. I refuse to protect the woman who ain't my woman because I don't want to lose my life. But yet, how do you know if you don't try? I see plenty of people and plenty of times that in plenty of videos where dudes step in and say, "What the fuck is you doing?" I've seen plenty of videos like that. I've seen videos on the subways where brothers knock motherfuckers out simply because they violating. And then there are those dudes who just at least shout out and say, "I don't think you want to do that because 25 to life don't look too good on your record, bro." I mean, you can at least shout out. If you're not gonna involve yourself, you can at least shout out. And of course, there's the famous I don't want to get into that because that woman can turn on you. How often does that happen? How often does that happen? I am doing just fine. And congratulations on the reward. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, but I'm doing just fine. You see, I'm with the brothers who have a type of respect that you should have for a particular woman. Yeah, sure. I have a I have a certain respect for a man that has respect for his woman, his black women. I'm not talking about white women. I'm not talking about Hispanic women. I'm not talking about Asian women. I'm not talking about Indian women. I'm talking about black women. I'm not for all this mixing and shit. You got damn right, black queens forever. I ain't on this mixing shit. You are. Tiny wants to show me something.
Yeah, just a minute. I just came up here for a minute just to show you this. Okay.
Mm,
See?
wow, that looks nice.
Yeah, for the New Jersey uh
You,
for
you
the
gonna hang
New
it up, or you
Jersey,
gonna
well, right
are you
now
gonna
it's
hang it?
pure glass. I'm gonna put it
Okay,
somewhere in the case.
okay.
Yeah, I did this for Easter Seals, New Jersey Community Star Award. I got nominated for it. And I got two certificates from the New Jersey legislature.
Well, that's something. That is something.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to come
Congratulations.
up here and say thank you so much. I just wanted to come up here and say and show you this. It's bittersweet. I could have showed it to my stepmom, but I'll dedicate that to her. But I just want to keep that in a safe place so I don't break all that glass. You know.
Yeah, keep it in the
So
case. Keep it in the
hey, I
case
could
until
get
you find
yeah,
a
I got
suitable
it.
place.
I got it. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go to sleep, but I just wanted to let you see that award for a minute that I won. So
Okay. All right. You have a
yeah.
good. You have a good night.
You two, they're still looking for that dude who shot them two representatives of Minnesota. They're still looking for that dude. And I gotta say this, if he was black, they would have shot him dead to rights, no questions asked, and buried him somewhere where they can't find his body. I'm just saying. Yeah,
I'm still stuck on the riots.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah. Well,
And we got,
uh,
I got problems here. I got problems here in Vegas right now.
okay,
So,
okay. I'll
and
see you later. I'll see you later. That we on that issue. I'm just trying to thank you for all the condolences you're giving me. It was emotional Thursday, but I'm gonna try to move on with it. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. But
come back
thank
in.
you for having me. Yeah, thank you. And before I go, in the famous words of Captain Murdoch of Lethal Weapon, I'm getting too old for this shit, and these people are crazy nuts. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night. Boy, I don't know about you, but if you wanna grow old, I suggest you stop all this yapping, all this gossiping, all this gossiping that you're doing, all this complaining. See, this is the reason why God's people was put in not a trance. I don't want to say trance. This is why they had gone through the wilderness 40 days and 40 nights in Exodus, Exodus slash Deuteronomy. This is the reason why people are going through the same thing over and over again. You're just going through a circle, complaining how the women don't follow your lead. Fuck your lead. You want to impress a woman? Take back the respect and take back the country that your ancestors fought, bled, and died for. Do that. Just do that. Impress me by taking back your land. Put all these people in a cardboard box if you have to, or send them on their merry way. Until you do that, until you do what the Egyptians did, I don't want to hear shit from none of you niggas. Nothing. I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing from none of you niggas. Because you people pander to society every day. And I'm not speaking to all of you, but for those who have respect for their who do good for their women, who would do, I'm saying, almost anything for your woman, who have honest relationships, who have decent relationships, who don't pander to the internet, who don't pander to the internet, just go about everyday life, minding your own motherfucking business, right? I know a brother from the brother from the Lapeef. I forgot what the brother's name was, but he's been in his marriage for 8 years, and I only seen him a few times, and mainly, and I do want to give a shout out to Public Offender. Now, Public Offender, there are some things that I agree with, some things I don't, but the mere fact that he goes on the Peef and is invited by Bruiser, aka Darwin, aka Soldier Boy. He goes on and he tells his perspective. People don't want to hear his perspective because they think he lost it. He think they're supposed to be in alignment with their program. I'm like, wow. So a person comes with his own perspective about how um, was it hierarchy? Or was it called hierarchy? Hierarchy ain't nothing but patriarchy. Patriarchy, they specifically got from white folks. You know the difference between white patriarchy and black patriarchy? You know the difference? White patriarchy, they had money and they owned and controlled 65% of the United States of America. of the Americans, not the United States of Americans, the Americans. And then they went off to war. The hierarchy for black men is simply put, I do what I can. I go out and hunts. I go out and hunts for foods. I go out and hunts for bear. When I get done hunting it, woman, you cook it, you clean it, whatever. And the children, they get in line. So you would mainly treat your woman like a child, which is unacceptable. Now, women are, women, people wonder why I pander to women so much, which I still want to know what that word means, but I do not know what that word means. But I cling to women because number one, I came from one, and number two, the mere reason, not the whole entire reason, of why women act the way that they act, and some of it is not acceptable at all. I mean, go on top of cars and twerking. I whatever. I mean, that's for like down south. That's a down south thing. I don't mind that much at all because you're doing down south shit. The one thing that does get on my nerves is all the loud screaming that you do. All the loud screaming, all the fussing and fighting that y'all do. Y'all coming to the store with your pajamas on and your bonnet. That doesn't bother me. It bothers them. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. But if it bothers you, put a one in the chat. If it bothers you that a woman comes and oh, we'll be reviewing that we'll be reviewing that in a minute. If it bothers you so much, let me put a one in the chat or put a two. Put a one in the chat if it bothers you that a woman comes. If it bothers you that a woman comes in with her pajamas and her bonnet on. If it bothers you that much for a woman coming to a store, right, with pajamas and a bonnet and either some slippers or what they call them, Crocs. Put a one in the chat if it bothers you that much. Put a one in the chat. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. It's not bothering me to go and get soap. It's not bothering me if I see you with Crocs, possibly a t-shirt, some pajama pants, and some Crocs on. It doesn't and a bonnet. It doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't bother me at all. You ain't gonna stop me from getting what I need to get from the store. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me. Hell, if I was single, I'd probably holler at you or something like that. If you look decent, put a if it bothers you, I want to know seriously. I want to know without all the internet shit, what bothers you the most about a female? What bothers you the most? The most. What is the number one thing on the list? What is the number one thing on the list that bothers you the most about black women? What is the number one thing? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? I listen. Hell, if anybody has an issue, come up. If anybody has an issue, come up. What is the number one thing that you have a problem with a black woman? What is the number one thing? What is the number one thing that you have a problem with a black woman that white women don't do? Can you answer me that? No, because you're too proud. You're too proud. Nothing bothers you because you probably do the exact same shit that a woman does. Hell, y'all could be gaming and you have a problem. All right, someone said, "Well, I ain't seen your ass in a while. How you been, bruh? Morning blowjobs." So you have a problem with a woman not giving you a blowjob? Well, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. Shut up, Brownie. In the morning, hey, that could be a problem. But if that is your number one problem, I can understand it. Without that, you know what? You're damn right. I understand it. But I'm talking about. I guess I didn't ask that right. I'm talking about in. I'm not talking about in sexual terms. I'm talking about sexual. Put sexuality to the side for once. I'm talking about specifically. Do you have a problem with her running her mouth too much? Do you have a problem with her lying to niggas? What would be that number one thing? Alibaba, you are so stupid. You are stupid. Fuck. Oh no, they're all the same. You mean to tell me you ain't never met a white woman that'll give you head in the morning? Not that I care, but you mean to tell me you ain't never met a white woman in your life that will give you head in the morning? Come on, bro. White women as nasty as they are you kidding me? You ain't. Okay then. But you ain't going for no. You ain't going for the for you ain't going for the cave for that cave bitch. You ain't going for that cave bitch. Otherwise, you need to change your name. I'm talking about. Oh, okay. I'm talking about the other stuff. Okay. Damn. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Y'all need to cut. Y'all need to cut that. Y'all need to cut this shit out, bro. We need to do better. We need to do fucking better. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to fast from the internet. Maybe I need to fast. Maybe something would change from that. Maybe I won't hear as much complaining from a nigga who has a problem with a woman's how they dress. I mean, you complain any old other time. Her boob, her titties is out. Excuse me, your titties is out. But yeah, you want to fuck, right? In your mind, you want to in your mind, you want to take her home and you want to, come on, man. I hear it all the motherfucking time. Her titty was out. That's inappropriate. I got children. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You weren't saying, you weren't saying that when you was, it took, it took one look from you and you was Google, and you was Googie, You was gaga googling all over the motherfucking place in your mind. Even if you was with your wife, you would be like, "Honey, what are you looking at?" Nothing. Looking at this soap. We need dish detergent and a condom. Y'all niggas ain't shit. So it bothers you when a woman has her pajamas on and it's 100, it's like 110 degrees outside. No, not 110 degrees. It's because the sun went down. So here in Vegas, I would say it's like 89 degrees. So 89 degrees, they're wearing Crocs, tank top, showing the little boobies. Even the fatigue ones that weigh like 120 pounds, that's like 18, 19 years old. Y'all goofy goofies, y'all too old to be look. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all too old. If you're my age, you're way too old. Even though she's an adult, y'all are way too damn old to be looking at 18, 19-year olds. Way too goddamn old. But y'all be, that's you. I don't mind the look, but don't touch me. Look, but don't even bother to get her number. But y'all, goofy goofies, what you doing later on at night? You hungry? You want something to eat? I don't want to be bothered. Well, bitch, why you? What the fuck you doing later? Doing out later out at night? You should have a man. Y'all goofy. What are y'all doing out at the gas station out late at night? Pumping your own gas. Pumping your own gas. Pumping your own gas. Pumping your own gas. You know they got the thing where you put the card in the machine to put gas in the car, right? And then she puts the gas in the car, takes the gas pump out, puts it back in the slot, tightens the thing so nice, gets in the car, drives off. Every day you get some knucklehead, y'all. Why you going out so late? Well, you need some help with that? Nah, I'm good. Or you might get that one late at night and be like, "Oh yeah, you're so nice." It's probably a white girl. Why can't y'all do this shit in the morning? When a woman wants her gas being put in the car, why can't you just do this shit in the morning? Y'all niggas don't deserve shit. You don't. Y'all complain too much. Don't worry. I'm gonna have my complaints about women in on the next live. I'll just label it a little bit different. But right now, this is the thing that I constantly keep hearing. So we got one that says head in the morning. Y'all don't receive head in the morning without asking. Okay. Any other complaints? Head in the morning. That's like saying head in the morning. That's like the national anthem. I'd rather have. Sorry, Brownie. Head in the morning. That's like singing the national anthem. He said, "Bang, bang, bang, bang." Okay, John Weatherspoon. Stupid. You gotta do better, yo. Got to do better because you're not proving otherwise that you deserve shit. You're not proving it. What's up with this celebrity shit? She can't be too, first of all, she can't be too fast. She can't be too skinny. If she was Lizzo, she can't be too fat. She can't be too skinny. Lizzo has lost a lot of weight. She has lost a lot of weight. She still has some ways to go, but she's lost enough weight. You mean to tell me you wouldn't fuck Lizzo? And don't lie either. You wouldn't fuck Lizzo. Tell me you wouldn't fuck Lizzo. Right now. I'm talking about right now. No, but I'm arguing in the comments with Trey. Trey from Lapeef. He's up on the panel. You're gonna die. You gotta lose weight. That doesn't look attractive, but you don't mind fucking. That's the point. You don't mind fucking. I shall not tell you that. You are a liar. You liar. You are a freaking liar, sir. But of course, I will. Oh, I'm about to say. I was about to say, you are not coming on the We-On-Loc show online. You are not. And that's my point. You complain about hefty women, but you don't mind fucking them. You don't mind screwing them. Never mind showing her or helping her or you know to check on her or whatever to see her health status or her weight or whatever. Never mind that. Oh, I can't see her coochie. Months later, oh, I can see a little bit of it. She's improving. She needs a little bit more to go. That little flab across there. All I gotta do is this and just munch that motherfucker down. That's all I gotta do while cooking her a decent breakfast. A decent breakfast, no sugar, no a little bit of salt, and then we getting up in the morning and we're doing some walkarounds. We're going to the gym, right? Jay Cardhill, Jay Cardhill from the WWE. If she wasn't married, she can put, she can get me into shape. I don't mind it, but she's too masculine. Y'all need to make up y'all damn mind. She's too masculine for me. What? So you don't want a woman to talk. You don't want a woman to teach you some shit, tell you some shit, show you some shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. What time are y'all operating on? That is crazy. That is wild for a athletic woman. Let me ask you about protect. I'm scared to ask y'all about protection. If you are with your woman, let's just say, for the sake of argument, you had this woman protect you. Would you have a problem with that? It's like, no, I want to be a man, so I want to tell you to take you and the kids, and I want you to go in the back, and I want you to stay there until I tell you this to come out. Some would do that, but then there are those who are bold enough. I don't mind that. Hell, do y'all remember? There's a guy out there named Michael Jai White. You know the karate guy, the black karate guy. Um, Black Dynamite. That Nick, that brother. Spawn that Spawn that brother. He's married to his wife for 10 years, right? She knows how to take care of herself real well. You know who taught her? He did. He has kids. He has older kids, and then he has younger kids. You know who's teaching those kids how to protect themselves? He is. That's a great example for someone who is in a situation where a person is bothering her, and she's by herself, because eventually a woman's going to be by herself. You're not going to be with a woman 24/7. Hell, you're not with your kids 24/7. But if a woman is by herself and she knows how to defend herself real well, let her do that. But he's going to teach her, this female, this individual, you do what you need to do to get to a phone. You do what you need to do to get out of it, or to go to your car and drive away. And then you come get me, and then you handle the situation. Or call the police. You have two options. You have either call the police or you come get me. I would rather you come get me. Let's not do this extra shit. Let's not do this white shit. Oh, the patriarchy. Or y'all trying to be Donald Trump now. Support the support the channel. Support. Can I get $5? Let me see if I can get $5. Oh, this is the one right here. Instead of, maybe I was running my mouth a little too long, and I had the damn thing right there. I had the damn thing right there, and I didn't even play it. Fair use. It's always this nigga.
It's your boy. You have atheists in the pro-black community, Pan-African world. You have Christians such as myself. You have Hebrew Israelite brothers. You got 5% nation. You got agnostic. But one of the things you will hear typically amongst pro-blacks is just kind of staying away from interracial dating. It's one of the things that is primarily taught, especially amongst
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They were talking about the whole interracial dating thing. I forget. No, I forgot. So that was my
extreme
fault.
communities. You do have people who are Pan Africans who are married interracially, but I'll just be honest. At least the African American sector for those pro-blacks would have an issue integrating with the latter. So if you're like a black person and you're in a Pan African state of mind, but you have like a white wife or a white husband, you're going to be looked down upon by many people, especially if it's from the kind of the old school, I would say even East Coast mentality of being pro-black. And I would include somebody like Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. John Henry Clark, your Nation of Islam. That's kind of where that kind of idea kind of comes from. People that's a little bit more on the Philadelphia, New York, DC, Baltimore, even the West Coast, Oakland, Sacramento, Oakland, LA, right? So when you get your boy Shannon Sharp out there and he's speaking some of his pro-black rhetoric and he's caught up with these white women, it doesn't sit well, okay, with many people. And Shannon Sharp does play a little bit of that, black victimology idealism from time to time. Well, when Shannon Sharp got caught up with Gabriella Zuniga, Dr. Umar Johnson could not wait to say this.
Shannon Sharp, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharp, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharp was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharp was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my uncle Shannon Sharp. That's right. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay, Uncle Shay Shay, I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam.
And not only has Dr. Umar Johnson said this, he said this throughout this entire situation. So as much as, podcasts have wanted him to speak on it, he has. He's been on the Art of Dialogue talking about it. He's talked about Travis Hunter's situation and the fact that Travis Hunter's girlfriend or now wife may not be fully black. I mean, he always talks about this same thing and discusses and basically reproves any black men that deal with non-black women. Okay, and this includes Shannon Sharp. However, DJ Academics decided to fire back at Dr. Umar Johnson.
When you listen to Dr. Umar, that they tell you only white women do this shit. This is the only reason why I gotta say, Dr. Umar, we gotta talk to you, brother. Because when we listen to y'all brothers, y'all say it's like Shannon Sharp only get done like that by the as if it was a sister, she don't miss she don't paint you as a violent beast. That's what Hallie's doing to DDG. We got to clear that up. This idea that black women let you rock out and white women put you in jail. No, put you in jail. Let's just keep it up. Tory in jail getting stabbed, Megan twerking, pop that. She, it don't matter black or white, as long as they got a. They, I done white, Spanish, black, Asian, everything. You know the only after she got a choo ran on her trying to sue. It ain't the white joint. She black. DDG's own baby mama has now in trying to wrestle custody for the kid and to say he's unfit to be a parent for his own child is now saying they just brutally beat down somebody on TikTok. Oh, they had a fight. Don't give him custody. They told me only white women did this. I need some answers. Dr. Umar, we listening to you. You said no bunny hopping for the summer. We have seized bunny hopping. It's a tariff on bunny hopping. Okay? If for 1 second y'all believe that that move that was happened to Shannon Sharp won't happen if you dealt with a black chick, you are sadly mistaken. And Dr. Umar and the people who peddle that type of they need to stand accountable for that.
Now, guys, I
If you think so, if you think so, I'm just gonna say it. If you think that white women are much better, if you're much better off with a white woman, then please, by all means, go have at it. I mean, it's your life. It's your life. But once something happens to you on account of her, don't bring your black ass back over here. Don't do it. Don't do it. This came across my favorite. What's up and what we talking about? Oh, we went through a plethora of shit. Like some Negroes don't deserve shit. I think I seen you before. I think I seen you before though. I think I seen you before around. I think I seen you around before though. Just in case I have, how you been? But just doing too much complaining, doing too much pandering to white women just because black women don't do shit for them. Shit like that. We're just going over some shit because some shit came up on my feed about somebody vandalizing a specific school, and I was like, oh god. So we played some clips earlier. Just go back and watch the replay. But anyway, if DJ Academics wants to clown around and do all it, he's a if he wants to clown around with white women, go ahead and banner to be with these white women. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, you're going to have a miserable life. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But if something happens to you on account of her, do not bring your black ass back over here and say that we didn't warn you. What up, Ronnie?
Hey, so you saying that Umar ain't gonna live his best life with a white queen?
What type of question is that? What type of question is that? I mean, that if that was his preference, but that's not his preference. He would prefer to be with his
You
black queen.
sure?
I'm positive he has been with nothing but black queens. Why would he go? Why would he go about? Uh, I don't want to say 50 years because he was a toddler. So I would say 36 years of his life. 36 years of his life praising black women. Why
Cause
would he?
he in
Why would
denial.
36 years of his life praising
He
black
in
women,
denial.
and then all of a sudden, be with a white woman? He's in denial. He's in denial. So
You don't think
what
so?
is going to
You don't think somebody can be in denial?
maybe the average nigga? I don't know, but not him.
He could be so conflicted about his pro blackness.
Oh, I am sensing something. Are you swaying? Are you swirling, Brownie? Are you thinking about swirling?
What does that even mean?
Swirling, going from black to white.
You
Are
think
you
I?
going? Are you going to be on the swirl train?
Why would I have to be on the
I'm
swirl? I thought
asking.
you
I
were
didn't
talking
say
about
I
Umar.
think. I said,
I said, why would I
huh?
have? No, we was talking about Umar. You talking about me now?
We talking about you now. You
No.
go to the swirl train,
You see, I like
but
my
you're not.
people. I like my men darker than me. I appreciate melanin. Melanin is expensive, so I
So
appreciate that.
I mean, if you like it, okay. So if you are willing to be with a man who is darker than you, that how come Umar can't be with a woman that's darker than him,
I
or
didn't say he
say,
couldn't.
lighter than him?
You know, I
You
saw.
know that? You
I
know
saw.
that, huh?
I said. I saw. You know, Umar was with Suki, and I supported that.
That was 2 years ago.
That was last year too. He was hugged up on her again.
Okay, so they seen each other twice. Ain't nothing happened.
How you know?
A conversation here, a conversation.
How you
Bro,
know?
okay. Let's cut. Let's
She
cut it.
5'5" but thick in the thighs, like you said. How you know?
But she like coochie too, and until she changes her ways, he ain't getting with that. I think it's a bad idea. I said it in myself. I said that's a bad idea because you already got in trouble once. That is a very bad idea. Is until she changes her ways, she can she can find Dr. Papa. Hell, she's from Delaware.
They would be a perfect match.
He wants two queens.
Then what's the problem with Suki liking coochie?
I don't know what she wants. I never bothered to ask.
So if I'm okay, so if you want two wives, then what's wrong with one of the women that he got
That's
that
crazy.
like coochie?
But but does it always have to be about? Does it always have to be about Gucci? Why can't it be something revolutionary? Why can't she
You
do?
brought up the fact that she like coochie. I ain't bring that up.
I didn't bring that up.
Yes, you did. You said she
No,
confused, and
I
that's
did not. She's
yes.
known for that. She is known for that.
You brought it up though.
She says Suki. She calls herself Suki with the big coochie. I didn't bring that up.
No,
She
no,
brought
no, no,
that
no,
up
no,
there.
no. She said Suki with the good coochie.
Suki with the good big cooch. Whatever.
No, 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 no.
She. Thank you, tribe. Thank you, tribe. Thank you. She brought that up.
Tribe, stay in the chat.
He brought that shit up. Coochie is revolution. I'm not going there with you. I'm
Stay
not
in the
going there
chat,
with.
please.
She said this shit. So who? I don't know who. I don't know him doing a rap artist that. I mean, nah. It's bad enough that he ended up going to New Orleans and almost getting caught up in another situation, but nah, I don't see him. I don't see him with Sukihana. No, 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 nope, nope, nope.
So you
Try
don't see
somebody
him
else.
with no white women, but you don't see him with Suki either. What woman do you see
Suki,
Umar with?
Suki ain't white.
I know. I said you don't see him with a white woman or Suki. So what woman do you see Umar with?
Somebody with some common sense. Number one, number two, somebody I don't know. I don't know what his preference would be as far as intelligence would be concerned. But if she is not if she is not revolutionary, then she don't need to be with him.
I don't think that a revolutionary man necessarily needs a revolutionary woman.
Why not?
Because a woman, she can be supportive and she can share those same. I like you can have a similar mindset, but I don't think like a woman has to be like necessarily like revolutionary. I think
Well,
I think that Umar would like a woman that was submissive and that cooked and cleaned for him and took care of him like he needed
so you
to
want
take
her
care
to
of.
be a robot. So
That's
you want
not
her to
being
be
a
a robot.
that's not being a robot. Why can't women do those things because they like to do those things for their man? Like why she gotta be a
I want
robot?
a woman, I want a woman that can speak her mind clearly. We can
She
have a
can speak her
conversation.
mind and cook at the same time.
Not
How
how
that
these
talk
niggas
about
act,
cook.
not how these niggas operate. No, I've shown you plenty of shit before where niggas to operate differently, way differently before. And they got new niggas now that say they don't like women at all. I'm like, why do you not like women? Because they don't do what that man they don't do what they're supposed to do. They don't do what they told.
That's because they don't like.
So if a woman saves your life, you have a problem with that? I would rather have a man protect me.
That's the
You
man that
know,
doesn't value.
women.
That's the
You
man
know,
that doesn't.
women have jobs, right?
But that's the. I'm not talking about a man that don't see the value in a woman and don't understand the value of femininity and what that brings. Right. So yeah, them niggas, them type of men, they would say that shit like that. They say dumb shit like that. Umar would love a woman that wore like little sexy dresses around the house and cooked and cleaned for him and cleaned up so he could look good. That man would love that.
Why don't you get with him then?
I don't think that Umar. I don't
Come
think that
on,
I might be a
come
little bit.
on.
I don't believe in Umar's vision, and a woman that has to be with Umar has to believe in his vision, and I thoroughly believe that. If
So
you
you
have
don't
to be
want.
with your
So you don't
man,
want.
I
He's
want the
not.
school after it open up. I need to see the school open because the school been here for a while, and I don't want to get into this with you, but the school been here for a while and it ain't open yet. So I would like to see the
Please
school.
get with me. Please, I don't mind it.
We ain't about to do
I
this.
don't mind. Why not? The people want to know, even though I don't feel like telling you shit.
Umar
But
would have to know, but if a woman gonna be with a man, she has to see and believe in his vision, right? That's the part that goes along with it. So like he would have to fight. Like I wouldn't be that woman that would see his vision because I'd be like, bruh, it,
you said it, but you're going based on what his vision is, not the average Joe Schmo that says turn down t- turn down what you're operating on, which is whatever you want to work on, right? And they want you to come down to their level to help them with their vision. Does that make any type of sense? What Umar wants is way different from what other dudes want. He
I don't.
wants he wants
I think that just off the
how
basis
do I
that
say
Umar
this?
like to get his supporters to come out and do things and put them to work. I think that even shows that he would want a woman that was going to stand there by his side and work on his vision with him and fully support
It's
him.
not really, it's not nearly about that. It's based on what you want, what you should want for your people. It's not just based on what he wants. He
That's
wants
the
what
vision.
you
But that's the vision.
want.
But that's the vision. That's
Okay,
the vision.
okay,
But
fine,
the
good,
man,
great.
okay, so Umar, he's setting this thing up for the people, and somebody has to be behind Umar, making sure he's straight, so he can facilitate the people. Is what I'm saying. So that woman has to be able to fit
Oh,
that role to where she can facilitate, she can help him facilitate his outcomes, so he can serve the people.
and somebody else can come along and serve him. I don't know. I'm not in his bedroom. I don't know. I don't want to be in his bedroom like that. As long as he's happy with his two queens, I'm good with it. But he knows the
You
first
gotta have
mission.
one before you can
He's
have
not worried.
two.
He has to what?
He gotta have one before he can have two.
No, he wants two.
I
He
understand what he
wants.
wants, but you gotta have one before you got two.
Why do you have to have one?
You can't get the two without going through one first.
You know how long he's been. You know how long he's been screaming this, right? He's been
That
screaming
don't
for
mean
over
exactly. He
5 years.
still ain't got one. So you have to have one before you have two. It's basic math.
As long as he ain't hitting shit, I don't care. As long as he's keeping it tight, as long as he's
In the word
keeping
of
it
ism,
prospectively, I don't
in
know.
the word of ism, one is close to none. You gotta have one before you got two.
Mm. Wait, what? How you gonna tell a man how many he should have?
I said
What
if
you
you
gonna
want
tell a
two, you
woman
gotta
how you
have.
gonna
Okay,
tell a
okay.
man how many
Hold on, hold
he
on.
should have?
Okay, okay. So we unlock. If you say you want two cookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will have to hand you one cookie and then hand you another cookie, right? You're not gonna get. You
Why
probably
would you
not
hand
gonna
me
get
just one
both,
cookie?
huh?
That's
What you?
bullshit. How you gonna just hand me one cookie?
No, I'm gonna hand you the second cookie, but I'm gonna hand you the first one first. If I have $2, I'm gonna hand you $1, and then I'm gonna hand you two. But you gotta have $1 before you had $2.
Right. Nah, that's not how it works. I want it all. I want all that motherfucker right there. If I got some, if you gonna have, if there's 220s, I want two. I got my 220s. If I got my 200s, I want my 200s.
You have to
That's
hit
how that.
100 before you hit 200.
I had to hit 100 before I hit two.
You have to hit 100 before you hit 200, right?
But
No,
that's
you're
on
not
the
answering the
something on the
question.
material side. When it comes to a woman, if I'm polygamous
You
like
have to
that,
have one woman before you have two. Most of them have one woman,
so
and then
so
they
would you mind
acquire a
it?
second
So you
woman.
wouldn't mind it if he was with you and he was searching for another one, you wouldn't mind it at all.
I wouldn't deal with that. That's not my thing.
Okay then. And so why would he want to be with a person who's not polygamous?
No, you can be polygamous
Give him
and
his
you can
two.
still. I think you're
I've never heard of
misunderstanding what
that.
I'm saying.
I have never heard of that one before.
You never heard of what?
Because usually I have what I'm saying is, and I don't even know how polygamists work. I'm not polygamous. I don't believe in none of that stuff.
It's a
But
it's a it's a mental idea. It's a relationship that idea that you have. But you can be a polygamy couple and just be with just man and woman until y'all find that woman, until y'all find that third. It might not work out with. Then you back to two. Then you back to two people, and then you can open it up back up to three, and then it might go back down to two. Like it, but the core of the relationship has to be there between those first two people.
all right, let's just say I believe you. Again, I I'm not in that man's closet, so
There's
I
plenty
could
of
care
women that's
less.
out here now be willing to do those things. I'm just not one of them. I don't want to put up with that shit. But
Well, okay, well, you know we're gonna take you to Africa, right? Shouts out to
hell
shouts
no.
out to Abraham Free Break.
That's the reason why. Because me and Umar gonna be fighting because I'm gonna be FBA and he gonna be trying to tell me I'm Pan African and we is not going.
FBA.
Look, see, I'm not about to do this with you either. We ain't about to argue.
I never knew. No, I never knew. No, are you claiming FBA? I never knew that.
Yeah.
So you're claiming FBA now.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put you up to that. Somebody.
No, they did not. My family done been here. I could trace my family back for hundreds of years in America.
I can trace my family back too. That doesn't mean I'm that damn privileged. I'm like, come on now, and it be, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I ain't really because you
When
probably
hold on, let me put it like this. When America started, my family was a foundational part of that. There you go. That's why.
okay. So then, how come it is that you didn't take that knife and slit that white man's throat
What you mean?
during World War I? You weren't even allowed to have guns. You weren't allowed to have anything.
I wasn't
But
alive.
I'm just reminding you. During back then, you weren't even allowed to have gun or knife.
And it's still
But
great shit. Hold on.
due to the government,
Let me reply. And even though we wasn't allowed to have guns,
um,
we still did great shit in World War I, and we still made history. We still did historical, legendary ass shit. No guns.
hmm, that was Kunta Kinte, my dear. He's not foundational
How was that Kunta Kinte?
because he did shit without guns, and white people had guns. Gun
You
was
was
the
talking. How
greatest.
you go from slavery to how you go from roots the world? How you go from World War I to roots?
That wasn't roots. That was actually real life. I can pay. I can show you shit. Actually, because most niggas don't
All I
even.
know, all that I ever learned was that Kunta Kinte was a fictional character.
He's not a fictional character. And most okay, was Nat Turner a fictional character?
No, not at all. I'm
Okay,
from Virginia. I know
okay,
what Nat Turner did.
okay. All right.
He made
Nat Turner
motherfucking
need a
history
gun.
and did some great legendary ass shit.
Was he foundational?
Hell yeah, because it's American history. Fuck.
Was not foundational. Stop it.
Yes, he was.
He was a Pan African, and it doesn't even make a difference anyway. Doesn't even make a difference.
What? It do
No,
make a
because listen here. It doesn't make a difference because you're gonna get lined up and you're gonna get hung. Foundational,
but
Hebrew
that's the thing. That's
Israelite,
the thing.
whatever.
If that happened to my people, I wouldn't be here today. So that didn't happen to my people.
you're not getting, no, you're not getting the point of it. Why
I
you
understand. Like I get all of it, but like I got my family is military AF. My family, fought for this country in several wars.
who got to you? Who
What
got
you
to
mean?
you?
Who got to me? I can't. You know what?
Who, who,
I done learned, and I done sat here, and I
who
done
got
did all of this stuff, and I realized that I got a little conservative streak in me. And
first you want to be you want to be what was it, a submissive person and all
I
of a sudden
am. That it wouldn't the conservative woman be that submissive woman? It's not the other side of the woman. It's not the liberal women that that are submissive. Like no.
the liberals about to submit. Oh my
They out here
God.
twerking and talking
Twerk.
about and having a they out here yeah, they out here twerking and talking about having a rotation of men. I don't want to live that life. That's not for me.
Of course, you have common sense. It doesn't have to be about the what you call them, the
I don't align with the idea.
all right, so why are you discussing it? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I said, I was
Somebody got
doing a little song. It might be going
who got to my brownie?
What you mean? Who got to
Who
your?
got to my brownie?
Why can't I be a conservative woman that understands the importance of the patriarchy?
So you believe in the hierarchy too.
Yeah.
So you believe in this mysterious white, you believe in this mysterious black man hierarchy, which is non-existent because they got that from white people.
What black man hierarchy?
Ain't no fucking black man hierarchy. You got
Yeah,
that
you
from
know
white
what?
people.
But it is though. It is because whatever black man I'm with, he the best one. So it is a hierarchy because he better than all these niggas. So in my heart and in my head, absolutely, it's a hierarchy. If he with me, he better. Fuck. You can't even argue with that.
No, because I know you're full of shit. Somebody got to you. Somebody got to you and was laying into you some their version, their bullshit version of hierarchy. Come on now. I don't even
No.
believe in none of that hierarchy bullshit.
Look,
Man,
you lie.
God,
This
God
why they be
man,
this why they be saying
woman,
you
child,
standard. Because
dog.
I'm over here telling you how I feel, and you argue with me. Why I can't have these thoughts and ideas about a man, about a black man?
Because that wasn't your argument before. If I'm mistaken, that wasn't your argument before.
Oh,
It
it
is
always
now.
was. It always was.
I just wanted somebody.
Like okay,
I want,
minus my
but in all
let me
seriousness, all
explain.
bullshit.
Let me explain. Mine is my personality in the way that I express myself because I express myself that way in certain ways that people would think otherwise. But that's not necessarily true when it comes to what I think in my ideals.
I'm like,
So,
okay, but
so
I'm
in
bullshit
my
aside.
in my
Bullshit aside,
ideals,
right?
I can understand the way
But
I.
I'm gonna treat it. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna be like smoke from 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 the smoke stack twin. I just want to see you safe. That's all. I just want to see you safe.
I'm always safe.
And if you want,
I wouldn't have these ideals with men that I'm not safe with. You see, that's the thing. Like I'm always safe. I wouldn't uphold and uplift somebody that shouldn't be upheld and uplifted. But when I see greatness and when I got greatness, I'm gonna recognize it as such.
have you seen it lately? Have you seen greatness? Who's great in your mind? Who's
You,
great? Have you found somebody that's great?
You.
Yeah, but you're not with me.
Umar.
I'm talking about who can be great in your life.
It's plenty, and I have people I like. It's that's not something like I haven't seen.
Okay, until but you also have a voice and you also have an opinion of these things, which you are in your right to have. But
Hmm.
until such time that a person is worthy, let's just put it this way,
I
is
know, and I do
worthy.
recognize a person that's worthy. Is what I'm saying.
But it's not like you can't move around. You have to
But I choose
see
that.
see that one. This is how it is for most folks.
It's a choice not
You
to
can't
though.
move, you can't move around, right? You don't have the ability to move around. You should be able to see the person for who this person is, the first person that you see, and you're supposed to capture that person. It's not how that works. It's not
What
how
you
that
mean?
works. This is the reason why I need to fast from the internet.
Talk to me. No, cause talk to me. What you mean?
I don't know if you were here earlier, but I said that I was going to not review anything from Lapeef anymore
Hmm.
because these niggas come from Mars or Venus or wherever they come from. They expect a woman to just see that one person, that one individual, right? And they're supposed
Hmm.
to just grab onto that person. They're supposed 6 months later, they're supposed to marry that person. 6 months after that, doesn't work that way. Doesn't work
I'm
that
not,
way.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that, like, you need to live you shouldn't live your life by talking points. No, I'm not saying that at all. But if that's something that you truly believe, and that's how you operate, and that's how you see yourself just moving and being, then it's okay to be happy for that. Like it's a conundrum, like with feminism, right? Where they always talk about
Mm,
how feminism is supposed to be able to give the woman a choice. But when a woman chooses not to work and chooses to stay home and chooses to cater to her man, right? The woman that goes to work, she looks down on her. The woman that focuses on her career and education, she looks down on the woman that chose to stay home and serve her family. And that's not very feminist, because feminists will be able to uplift and understand the importance of both. And as long as that woman has the free will to do what she wants to do that fulfills her, that should be it. Whether it's her career and education, or her family in her household.
I'm sorry, I was in limbo when you started talking. Um, it, let me
Is
backtrack.
that not
So
true?
let me put it this way. So you mean to tell me that if you have a career, if you have a degree and you want to stick to that degree, whether it be, I don't know, uh, doctor, lawyer, whatever, and you are you're Michelle Obama, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're at the height of
But if
doing
that's what
something
you
great for
want
yourself.
to do, if it's not about being forced to do it, it's not about societal pressures making you do it. But if you the Michelle Obama and you realize that you're not fulfilled, maybe, and you realize that being with your family and seeing those special moments, and spending that time with your household is more important and will fulfill you more, then that's just what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you believe that, like, doing your career
Okay, I'll
and
take that.
studying
I'll take that.
is what fulfills you and what gives you purpose, then you can continue to do that too. Like
I
for
just
me,
think it's this. I think people have a weird
but I've
way
always
of
been
looking
like
at
for me,
things. They have a weird
no,
way of
but
looking.
like, no, hold on. Like for me, I always been that way. Like when I was when I was 18, like 19, and I remember back when I was dating my ex, like I told that man that if he got me knocked up, I wanted to stay home for 5 years with my baby. I didn't want my baby in daycare. I wanted certain things. And I told him that I was like 18, 19. I was on the internet. Like that's how I
Hmm.
that's where my priorities are. That's what I care about the most. So if you gonna make the if you gonna lead me into this, then you need to make sure that you lay the proper foundation so I can do what I need to do as a woman that's gonna fulfill me. Now, if I was like, no, I want to go back. I want to
And
go to
he
work.
and did he lead? Did he lead the pro?
Yeah, I
Did he?
told y'all I'm just
Okay.
now going back to work. I haven't worked
All
in
right.
6 years. I haven't worked in like six
So he was.
years.
So he was taking. So he was. He was handling business. So he was handling
Yes,
business with.
because
You know.
that's the
Okay.
condition of me being a woman. And as a man, you're not gonna argue with me on me taking care of the household and being there for my baby and doing all of those
Let me
things
pull a Darwin. How come y'all didn't get married?
because I didn't want to marry him. But he still owed me my years with my daughter.
He. You know what he would have said? Then you
What?
for the streets.
No, not necessarily.
What you mean? Not necessarily. I would have told him to
I
fuck.
didn't marry him for no reason. It was reasons that
If
weren't
you didn't want to
that.
marry, you didn't want to.
No, he wanted to. We
And then
discussed
they would
it.
have gone all the
No,
tangent.
hold on. Oh no, we discussed it and we talked about it and we were going to do it and then I found out things about him that made me not want to do it. So I told him don't ask me that shit.
You know they would have been all up in your business, right?
Yeah. And I still wouldn't have told him shit. And I would have lied like I say I do because it's the internet. The fuck.
You so silly. Good. Oh,
You
all
know,
right.
but no, but for real, like people go through things in relationships, and by the time we got to that point, it was done. Like it was done. We can work together, but at the end of the
It
day,
would,
like
you
he
know, to be
understood
perfectly honest, it would be nice though
what
to see a ring
I'm.
on your finger.
I got it. It's in my makeup box.
You ain't shit. It's in my makeup box. Full of
It
shit.
is.
Tarnished. You gotta
No,
take that
tarnished. No, 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 no,
clean.
no, no, no. I ain't getting no little Cracker Jack Walmart ring. I ain't getting no middle of the mall ring.
You didn't get
No,
nothing that was past 20 grand, or did you?
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't get nothing that was on a Walmart special. I got what we
fuck
could
Walmart.
afford.
I'm talking about like an actual jewelry place.
Yeah, we went to the jewelry store. It's just what I like. It's exactly what I picked out.
Oh, you picked it out?
Yeah,
He's supposed to pick that out, not you.
I
I
picked
pick
it.
out. I picked out the ring for my girlfriend.
No, I picked it out.
You're not supposed to do that.
But I did, and I got it. So
Bad, Brownie. Bad. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You know how sensitive that is to a man? I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm fucking saying that.
I
Men would.
appreciate it. I appreciate. I mean, it didn't make me not like it or appreciate it more. It probably made me like it more actually. And they saw that. They appreciated the fact that I used to make sure I kept it clean and sparkly and shiny, and I used to do weekly cleanings on my ring and all that shit.
Uh, Some
I liked it.
okay. All right, you liked it. All right. What do you want, child? Come. All right, give me a minute.
It sounds like you got some family
Do,
time to do.
do not do not say it. Do not say it. Close the door.
Bye.
No, do not say it. Go ahead, fine, say it.
The black community.
So stupid, stupid, stupid,
You need to
stupid,
clip
stupid.
that.
No,
See,
no. Cleveland don't have an individual. So you need to take care of your daughter. Like I don't need that in my life. But bottom line, as long as you're happy, as long
I'm
as you're
always.
happy, okay. I just want to see you safe.
I am safe. You don't think I'm safe?
I don't want to give you no mojo bag or nothing like that.
I think
But
I'm
you
safe.
know, got people that got your back if you need it. Man,
I think I'm safe. I think I'm good. Like I said, I wouldn't even allow somebody to be in that position if they wasn't, if they're not capable of giving and delivering certain things. Like fuck that.
and your baby about to be 7 years old next year.
Hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Whatever's clever.
You know, I'll
Yeah,
never
but
get trash on baby daddy.
you what?
I said I'll never get on here and go in on my baby daddy. I, I got a good baby daddy.
Maybe you should marry him.
He a good baby daddy. He not a good husband. I can't let my baby daddy stop me from finding my husband.
So, okay, all right. I got a baby. I got a husband for you. You ready? His
Hmm.
name is Stack.
I can't let my baby daddy stop me from finding my husband. But I appreciate the baby. I appreciate our kid. I love her.
You should.
See, the best thing born since me.
You should. Unlike, I mean, and I was mentioned, people make mistakes. People make mistakes. People make bad choices. But at the end of the day, you have to reconcile them from somehow.
Yeah, I ain't no beef.
In my and I would much prefer you to get wedded, but hey,
I
it is what it
am.
is.
I just told you I ain't gonna let my baby daddy stop me from finding my husband.
But and by the way, don't reveal your husband.
Why would I do that?
Trish
I
don't
don't,
even do
I
that.
don't, I don't post my
Trish don't
personal
even do
life.
that shit.
No, do you notice I don't post my personal life?
Yeah, but I know somebody who does,
Yeah, I ain't gonna do
and
that though.
that's
Like that's for
irritating.
the earth. Like I like watching people crash out for entertainment, so I ain't gonna let nobody let me watch me crash out. Like and I'm not one of them people anyways. Like even if we was to be like,
Oh, and
I'm
by
not
the
even,
way,
I'm not even one of them people that call like my family or my friends and be like, hell nah, like we on a united front out this bitch.
okay, Lisa says hi. By the way,
Hi
she's
Lisa,
she couldn't
but
do. She,
I wouldn't let nobody. I wouldn't even put it out there. I don't throw people that I deal with under the bus like that.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
And I protect the people that I love.
Well, well, we just want to let you know that we love you over here, and we got your back. Whatever it is that You desire whatever you want to do.
We got to go to
So
YouTube board. You ready?
I'm waiting.
You ready to go to war?
Go to war with who?
I'm gonna give you a gun.
You can't give me no gun. You can't give me what I already got.
No, I'm joking. I ain't gotta go to YouTube
You
war.
cannot give me what you already got.
I was just making sure you was
I
gonna
got
ride.
more than guns.
I was just making
And
sure you was
and for
gonna ride
educational purposes, YouTube for educational purposes.
for safety and demonstration
For
purposes.
race demonstration purposes. Yes, I got this. I got this wooden stick I can put shove up somebody's ass.
Oh Lord. No, we don't gotta do all of that. I was just joking. I was ready. I was trying to see if you was ready, like you said you was.
I'm not. I don't joke. I don't play. Hey,
When I ain't gotta go to YouTube
have
war.
you
I
known?
ain't
Do you know
ready.
what's
Hmm?
been going on these past couple of days?
No.
Have you been noticed what's been going on these past couple of days?
What happened?
Yeah, people. Some YouTuber, some famous
Oh, the
known
YouTuber
YouTuber
that
got shot over
in
here.
your city? Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. I was on my
Yeah, right.
hiatus. I was seeing a lot of
I
stuff.
gotta
I was
go
watching
to.
a lot of news. I've been watching these little Mexican, these illegal rallies and shit. Like that shit, big. They've been going crazy in LA. You know,
Not only that though, not only that, the place where I gotta go, they just found somebody. Somebody got shot over there. Over there, hotel. Well, I ain't gonna tell you what hotel it is, but he got shot at the hotel that I gotta go to. Right, and
Lord,
not only did he steal, not only did he steal one car, he stole multiple cars with people in them. So
have fun with that. I'm
I
waiting for
don't.
it. I'm waiting for it. People to get crazy. This, but you know, shit out here. People always crazy in Chicago. It's just like another day. I just be happy I don't be seeing it. I did see somebody get their
Y'all need to
friend.
start
I
defunding
was,
your
I
government.
was, I was on my way home from work today and saw somebody get their pockets ran, and
Now
I
you
was
see,
like,
you
oh.
you joke about that shit, but this is where I get concerned. This is
I'm
where I get concerned.
serious. I'm dead ass serious. I joke about it because I got a joke
I'm
about it.
concerned. I'm concerned, Negro, for your safety.
No, I'm good. I just kept moving. I looked over and you know, I've been out here for 11 years and nothing's ever happened to me crazy. Like people, like I be knowing, like
Step one.
see, and that's why you gotta know niggas. I know YN.
Okay.
I know YNs that be out there. Like you know, the craziest YNs be approaching me trying to get my number, and I don't be giving it to them. I don't be giving it to them, but I give them my
Well,
IG.
you remind me of a person that I tried to get the number from, right? And as soon as I get on the bus, I call the number. This number has been changed.
No, I don't give my number, but I'll give somebody my Instagram just to like we know we kind of touch base know each other even if I don't talk to you. So I know a lot of YNs because they be approaching me and asking me for my Instagram.
Yes. Now we giving people Instagrams now.
I'll be
You ain't
looking
on
at them.
Tinder, is you?
No. I'm not on dumb dating sites. And I just give my I don't talk to them that much.
She's at nigger sites.
Tinder is a dating site. It's a dating app.
She's at nigger
I
sites.
none of that shit. I don't. I
Oh,
don't. But meeting these
okay.
YNs, number one, they be nice, but number two, like they they always speak to me, and when they around. They always like walk up to me and let me like, and not in a disrespectful way or intrusive way or intimidating way. Like they just, they walk up to me and they let me know they around. And from what I've learned from dealing with, like, from being around YNs out here, like I don't think some of them dudes, I don't think like they be seeing me and they be seeing me go to work and do what I need to do, and that's why they like me. And I don't think that like I know people. The last a couple years ago, I had met a YN, but I was young back then too. We was both young, and that dude went to jail for murder. and,
Just
and he used to let me know that he don't play about me. And we wasn't even like that, but he saw that I was like on my stuff, and he respected me because I wasn't out there like, I was different than what he normally used to seeing in women. And he let me know that he ain't play about me.
just be careful. That's all
So
I
I
can tell
be
you.
I be cool. Like I don't be feeling in danger. Even though crazy shit be happening, I don't really be feeling in danger. Especially because I see these people so often at this point.
I am twice your age, and heard stories like this all the time. So I'm just gonna tell you off the bat, be
But I
careful.
ain't going nowhere with them niggas. I can't hang out with no YN. We might get shot up or something. Like them niggas crazy. I can tell from their social media they crazy. But in passing, and hey, like how you doing? Like they be rappers, scammers. It be all types. I be seeing things.
I I passed the rap. I was at C's. I was at Caesars and
I
I saw
always pay
Blue.
attention. I always pay attention. Like I'm always looking around and observing my surroundings and things like that. Like that'd be cool. Like no, ain't nothing ever happened to me where I got myself in a crazy position. I know I am careful. I know that I keep distance from all of that. Like, and I pay attention. And I don't be outside late either. Like we ain't doing that.
But why do pe why do people?
Why do people
And
what?
nothing, there's nothing wrong with if I catch you in the store with pajamas on your bonnet on. I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't be outside like
There's nothing wrong with going to the store with a bonnet and your pajamas. You're just trying to get a loaf of bread or some shit. Now, if it was in the morning, then I have an issue with you.
I'm not wearing. No, I was raised back. My grandma told me not to do that type of shit. Like that's what I be telling you. Like I would like no, no. I wasn't raised that way. I was raised that you always make yourself presentable as a woman. You don't wear no body. Mm,
Presentable at night. At
yes,
night.
yes,
At night.
yes.
When you just go to the store for a loaf of bread. So you
So I'm
would
gonna
put
put
on
on.
a nun outfit.
No, I'm gonna put on some decent clothes and I'm gonna put my hair in a ponytail and not have a bonnet on. I'm not gonna go outside with night clothes on and a stained up shirt and a bonnet on. Like no, I'll put some flip flops on and I'll throw some shorts on and a t-shirt and put my hair in a ponytail. That's what's wrong. See, women. See, my people took etiquette classes and things like that. Like we
Like,
not supposed
share,
to,
subscribe to
we not
the channel.
supposed to be
Share
doing
and
that.
subscribe. Smash it, smash it, smash that like button. Smash it.
You're not supposed to be doing all of that. You're supposed to go outside in a certain way. You don't never know what can happen. A quick trip to the store for some bread can turn into a lot more. Like
Yeah, like those 19-year-old girls, huh?
what you mean?
Stab.
I mean, I
Yeah,
know it don't have to result in you getting stabbed, but it can turn into, oh, You get a phone call, now you gotta go somewhere else, and now you outside looking crazy.
Well, you know what? You're absolutely right, Larry. Go ahead and subscribe, brother. You're absolutely right. Wait until in the morning. But
I
guess
mean, I
what?
want to go outside.
Niggas don't even put gas in the
A
cars that
hypothetical
early in the morning.
conversation. This a hypothetical conversation about bonnets, and so it don't matter what time I go out. I'm not gonna have a fucking bonnet on.
I don't see what's wrong. I don't see what's wrong with the bonnet. You probably might have your
That's why
hair
they
did
be
that.
saying you pander. You got, but if I don't want to go, out, like that's why they
You
be saying
use
it.
that close to saying pander. Use that close.
I said that's why they said you be saying you pander.
I don't give a damn. I
Because
don't
if
even
I
know what
say,
that
like, if I'm
means.
saying that that's not for me, why you got to be like, I don't care about a bonnet? Like, it's not. It's cool
I
for the
don't
women
even know
that
what
want to
that
be bonned out,
means.
but it's a certain way you carry yourself as a lady, and I'm not gonna have a bonnet on outside.
You can be a full nun. You can be a full nun and have your ass grabbed.
What does that have to do with me
So
putting on
what's
a
the better?
bonnet? It's not
The
about. It's not about. I'm not
clothing
doing
is.
it to deter. To
I
deter.
know you. I know you wouldn't do that, but I'm saying
Well,
the
most
average.
women aren't doing that to deter because we understand that better than a lot of men do. So
I see a bunch of women doing that at
that's because they're
Walmart.
lazy. It's not to deter men. It's because they're lazy and they
You
don't
can say
care.
that. You can say that.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. They're lazy and they don't.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, so it don't got nothing to do with no man not approaching them. I walk outside like I don't be talking about like getting fully dressed and
I
doing
was
a
just asking. No,
like
that's my fault. I was
no.
just asking.
Sometimes I go outside, I may have on some sweatpants and a hoodie and a jacket zipped up to my neck. And I got my hair in a ponytail, and I ain't even slicked down my hair or nothing. I just got it in a ponytail, and I'll be moving around, and like that don't stop men from approaching me. They still be in my face. I be looking all crazy. I be trying to look crazy. They still be in my face, but I don't
Regardless,
deter men.
they're gonna report you regardless.
So I'm gonna just do my thing, and if I like to, do those little extra things and get myself together before I go, that's what I'm gonna do. It don't matter if I'm covered. It don't matter like about the amount of clothes I got on, or whether I'm covered up. Like men still like it be cold out here most of the year. I be having a full coat on and some more stuff, and they still be out here. All you can see is my little head. All you can see is my face. They still be out here. Like so, it is what it is. I don't like people gonna be people.
Brownie, Brownie,
Yeah,
go go on somewhere, girl. I got somewhere to be.
yeah. You gotta go eat your hot
Just
dog.
just protect yourself.
I am. I got a taser too.
Taser ain't gonna stop no big nigga.
I got a German Shepherd at home.
Let me be your German Shepherd. Never mind. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel.
Okay.
Uh, go on somewhere, girl. I got somewhere to be. But and this concludes. Man, I ain't got nothing else to say. But thank you for the support, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I gotta be out. Peace.